Do you know what a water footprint is and how it can be measured in a pineapple company? A water footprint is a measurement of the potential environmental impacts that a company's operations may have on water. Impacts arise when companies use water, which affects water quantity, or when a company's operations directly or indirectly affect water quality. In terms of quantity, globally freshwater use has increased sixfold in the last 100 years and continues to grow at a rate of approximately 1% per year. Much of this increase is explained by population growth, economic development, and changing consumption patterns. Studies on future water use trends mention that if current patterns continue, the world will face a 40% water deficit by 2030. And global demand for water is projected to increase by 55% between 2000 and 2050. On the other hand, water quality has been deteriorating because of the pollution of rivers and the drift of nutrients from agricultural activities into bodies of water. Then, why is it important to quantify the water footprint of a pineapple company? Given these issues, it is crucial to understand how your pineapple company's operations may be affecting the amount of water available and water quality. By knowing the water footprint, the company will be able to define strategies for reducing its footprint through the adoption of good practices that contribute to more efficient water use and a reduction in the use of products or activities that affect water quality. And by being more efficient with water and by reducing the quantity of inputs used, the company may also be able to reduce its production costs. How can you calculate the water footprint? The water footprint is obtained by calculating the potential impact of the pineapple company's activities on different aspects of water. The most important areas of impact for the pineapple sector relate to water consumption, that is, uses that impact water scarcity, and activities that could degrade water, that is, activities that impact fresh or salt water with nutrient runoff or agrochemical runoff that is toxic to ecosystems or people. The measurements will include any important environmental aspect related to the use of water in pineapple production, both in the field and in the packing house. Each activity value related to water consumption or emitted amounts of substances is multiplied by a characterization factor. The resulting set of data makes up a profile, which is known as the water footprint. So, what are the main steps that the company can take to estimate a water footprint? 1. Define the objective and scope of the study. 2. Develop the water footprint inventory. 3. Assess water footprint impacts. And 4. Interpret the results. The first thing that the company must do is define the objective. Why will the study be conducted, and what is expected from it? Second, the company must define the scope, which is a description of what the water footprint study will cover. Once the objective and scope have been defined, the company starts with the development of the water footprint inventory. This consists of collecting all the required information and making the relevant calculations to evaluate the water footprint during the year of study. In this step, the company needs to estimate the volume of water that was used in the processes, and that does not return to the same basin from which it was extracted. For example, water evaporation or water used to irrigate a crop. The company should also estimate the amounts of different active ingredients in agrochemicals and the amounts of phosphorus and nitrogen used through fertilizer application that are discharged into water through different processes. Once the information has been collected, the company estimates each of the impacts on the water footprint. After, the company proceeds with the interpretation of results. Finally, the results are reported as the company-wide water footprint impact profile according to the defined scope. Now that we know the importance of calculating the water footprint, are you interested in calculating it for your company? The Food and Agriculture Organization has developed the Carbon and Water Footprint Measurement Guide, which is a tool designed for pineapple companies to understand the main steps for quantifying the water footprint of productive activities. The guide helps the user to establish the objective and scope of the water footprint study, collect data, evaluate impacts, and consolidate the results. The guide also provides guidance on good practices for water footprint management. We invite you to explore this guide and calculate the water footprint of your pineapple company.